Thank you, Chair. And you're very welcome again into the Seanad this afternoon. This is a technical bill for sure, providing the Minister for Education with a direct line for policy direction and oversight of TUSLA in respect of its education welfare functions. The functions vested in the Education Minister in last year's statutory instrument cover the homeschool community liaison scheme, the school completion programme and the Education Welfare Service, which make up the three strands of TUSLA's education support service. TUSLA stated that all three strands share the same national outcomes: improved attendance, participation and retention. In short, these programmes are about not letting children fall through the cracks. And that, I think, is the most important fundamental role of government. We as politicians are transient custodians of this country, and we bequeath it to the children of this country. And we have a duty to each child to allow them to reach their potential through education. Whenever I think about education, I'm reminded of Plutarch's words: the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. While some filling is necessary in order to pass the Leaving Cert, a system which has rightly received renewed scrutiny in the past few months, wouldn't we all rather a passion for learning be instilled in our youth? And who would be better served by this inspiration than students who are at risk of not reaching their potential in the education system because of economic and social disadvantage, or children and young people who have been identified as potentially at risk of early school leaving, or who are out of school, or who have not successfully transferred to an alternative learning site. The two target demographics of the schemes now under Minister Foley's remit. I speak with some experience on this particular issue, Minister O'Gorman, and I have seen many children over the years come into my home on emergency care or on short-term care who may not have been in education, going from house to house for maybe over a year and a half, before they can actually find their forever home and therefore their forever school. So I am delighted to see this particular piece of legislation finally going through here today and somebody taking it seriously. And I understand our social workers within TUSLA are extremely busy. And this is one area that I constantly fight with social workers over, is getting their children into school. They're already disrupted in family life, and having them pulled away from school life is another disruption for those children, and it can be very traumatic. So I support this bill. I support the Minister for Education in a very important task of looking after these children. I hope that she can cause our youth to receive the inspiration and can be so transformative in attitudes towards education and in their experiences that our children have in our education system. Thank you, Minister.